Hello everyone, Arkham Reporter here, and I'm doing a trailer reaction to the Color Out of Space film. Believe it or not, I have not watched the trailer because I wanted to do a fresh trailer reaction for when I had time. And if you've read the comment that I posted about where I was for a long time in 2019, yeah, this is why I didn't get around to doing the trailer reaction yet. Now I'm doing it, and I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I just let it load here on YouTube so I could watch it here with you guys and give my opinion as things go. The film is out right now. I think it's even playing in one of my local cinemas here. So when I have a free day this week, I will be going to go see it. So this should be interesting.
Look at this.
All those years in the big city, we finally got out. We're living the dream.
Maybe it is a dream.
So obviously the big thing here that I'm first noticing is that it's set in the modern day period. I made a video previously when I said what is the best time period to set a Lovecraft story in. And then I argued that it was in like the 1920s, 30s and that sort of stuff. Now, to be honest, I think in this case the story can be set in any time. You can adapt the Color Out of Space for any time period, really. You couldn't adapt At the Mountains of Madness in the modern day period, I think, because, well, I mean, I can go onto Google Earth right now and see exactly what is happening right now in Antarctica and Antarctic and pretty much anywhere on Earth. So that wouldn't work, but in this case it works. Okay, so at this point it seems like the color out of space is purple. Okay, no, I'm just sort of teasing here. Obviously they had to find a way to adapt it, right? And, well, how do you adapt it when, even in the story, they said that color was the best and closest way they could describe seeing this thing, you know? This thing, because I'm saying it is a thing. It isn't, don't think of it as a color or something like that. We don't know what it was in there. The characters basically just said it was color is the best way to describe it, right? So it could have been literally an alien, literally a sentient being. We don't know. And obviously they had to show it on the screen somehow, right? So they went through the route of color here. But I noticed that on the screen we can see that the boy here, everything around him is distorting, right? The color is sort of coming through his mouth in a way, so it's like it's penetrating people or something, or infecting them or something like that. It's warping how we see everything. So yes, there was a meme, I guess you could say, a post on 4chan's lit forum, literature forum, where it went like this, and then they were making fun of the fact that it was just purple. But you know, they made do with the best situation, and so far I think it looks cool.
Then everything just blew up. Big flash, like a pink light. Or actually, I don't even know what color it was. It wasn't like any color I'd ever seen before.
I guess one comment that people often ask me was like, it's Nicolas Cage. Do you think he's going to screw it up or not? Because, I mean, he's famous for... Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! And now the people were saying, oh, not the color, not the color, anything but purple. I think he's a good actor. I really like him. I think that when he is given a chance, he can really shine, you know. But at times, he's really a disaster.
Looks like a meteorite. You mean it's radioactive? I mean, it's from space, right? Meteorites are generally no more dangerous than ordinary rocks.
How can something that big just disappear? Did you plant those?
No.
Ward, you come here for a sec.
Oh, God.
I don't remember this happening though. What do we see here? So that appears to be an animal. In the film, Nahum Gardner, the main character that this happens to, and the role that Nicolas Cage is playing, he has a farm. And that, I guess, looks like a sheep. Or is it perhaps the dog? I don't know, it's hard to tell. But I don't remember there being much gore in the actual story from Lovecraft. But yeah, I guess that's okay to see as well, depending on the context. I don't think this film is going to be a gore fest.
What are you doing? Shh. It's talking to me. Who's talking to you? The man in the well.
That I don't like. I hate this thing where the little children always know much better than the adults. You know, they're like such smart asses, these little brats, you know.
How dare you?
Like, they know exactly what is happening. It's like they have this extrasensory perception or something. I really don't like that sort of thing. And that's just annoying me here. Like, now he's like whistling to the thing, and the adult comes, and then he's like, shh, it's the man in the woods. No, come on. I don't like that.
It's talking.
I'm sorry, that's a bit of a nitpick, but I've seen this so many times in horror films. Maybe that's why they had to include it, you know, to satiate the Hollywood demons.
Who's talking to you?
A man in the well.
It's in the static, it's in the moisture, it's in here, it's out there.
Apparently that's Tommy Chong. I read that Tommy Chong was in the film. I know only that he was in Cheech and Chong's, and that was like the 80s stoner films and that sort of stuff. I've never watched them, but apparently that is him, and I know some people are fans of him. I do like how here they say it's in the static, it's in the moisture, it's in everything. So there's this concept that is absolutely infecting everything. I don't even want to say infecting, because we don't know what's happening. And even in the story, you know, we're left with a lot of questions. But the fact that it is absolutely everywhere. This sort of horror we did see previously in perhaps Junji Ito's Uzumaki, right? Where the circles, the spirals, they just started to be appearing in everything. And how do you escape from everything, you know? If it's really infecting everything, then it changes the way that you look at everything. If you realize that, you don't know what is safe and what isn't, you know, then you get that sort of paranoia that perhaps films like The Body Snatchers or you know, something like that, or The Thing, try to instill, that you cannot know what is safe and what is not. So this is a good aspect.
What's out there is in here now.
Everything's under control.
Why are you so in denial? That thing from the meteorite changes everything around it.
It's just good color. But it burns.
Can you believe me now?
Well, that was pretty cool. Listen to the way he says it. It's just the color, but it burns. That is pretty cool. Let's listen again.
Can you believe me now?
I don't know what I believe.
That sounds like he's going a bit insane there, you know. That at that point when he says it burns and that sort of stuff. Because we do see in the story that slowly the family goes nuts, right? I believe that the kids eventually fall down the well, or one is thrown down the well, and the wife eventually is chained to her bedroom and locked up because she becomes psychotic. And one point earlier we do see her grabbing a knife. Here we see this it looks like the Odal rune. I believe it's the Odal rune, you know, one of these runes from the Vikings, is on her forehead. But that's probably because, I'm guessing, I haven't seen the film, is that at some point Tommy Chong is like this know-it-all soothsayer or shaman or something like that, and then he gets the family together in like a drum circle and shit, and then they paint it on and try to figure out what's happening. So that's probably why it's there. Or maybe she just carved it into her forehead or something, like, I don't know, Charles Manson did with a swastika.
You know?
I don't know what I believe anymore.
That was pretty cool. Let's see this part here again. Looks like there. Sorry, let me get it back. It looks like the tree is like grabbing people or something. Kind of makes me think of Poltergeist. Like, I do remember in the novel that it was said that the trees swayed even though there was no wind. So the color, or the entity rather, it gave some sort of life to things that shouldn't have had it, or it changed them somehow. And this scene here really looks amazing, where the color is coming out of the well. Look at that. That is really beautiful. We can say, oh my god, how are they going to portray the color which was described as, there's no way to portray it. It's impossible to do it on film, but considering the limitation, this really looks beautiful, wouldn't you say? But scary as well, of course. I mean, the whole sky is filled with this color, and you could say also in Junji Ito's Uzumaki that, oh well, it's just a spiral. What's the big case? But after a while, and you've gotten to understand what these spirals imply, that it becomes the spirals. Even you see it in the sushi or something, and becomes terrifying. The implication. So in this point, you would see the color, and it's everywhere. And the implication at this point would be the horror of it, right? So, I mean, if it's just, if we just saw this now without any context, you just think, oh, well, it's like Aurora Borealis or something like that. But
Everything's gonna be A-okay.
a little bit of humor there. Yep. Anyway, that was The Color Out of Space. It really looks interesting. I don't think it looks bad at all. Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing it. So I will be going to the cinema to see it, and well, let's see what happens. And of course, I'll be reviewing it. I don't know how I'm going to review it, considering I can't sort of take a camera into the cinema to take pictures, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I know it's very, very late, but yeah, nonetheless, that's my opinion on the trailer of The Color Out of Space. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about it, and yeah, I'll see you later. Cheers.